Hello. Well, this is for you if you are in a sexless relationship. Now, sexless, I am talking about low sex, amount of sex, or no sex, or sex happening very, very infrequently, or mediocre sex, or boring sex. This is for you. Stay tuned. But I want to say thank you for coming back to all my subscribers. Love having you here. And welcome to my new subscribers. Well, you're going to be subscribers because you're going to subscribe to my video. And also hit the like button and all of these other things that you need to do to become part of my tribe. I am Leanna Walden. I'm a sex and relationship coach and healer, and I help couples find that beautiful, stimulating, sexy place again so that their sexual and intimate relationships are thriving, okay? Thriving. So today I'm going to talk about how to get you out of your sexless relationship. So stay here, listen in, got some good tips, and I hope I can help you. I'm here to help. I'm here to pass on information. I have been experimenting with relationships my whole entire life, deep diving into relationships. So I want to pass on this information. I think it could be really helpful for some people and for clients that I've worked with, hundreds of clients, inspired thousands of people. I think and I believe that stuff is working. So first of all, I'm going to get right to the point. If you are in a situation where sex is not good, it's boring, not thriving, it's you could either be not having sex at all, or you can be in a place where I love you very much, I love your partner, you love your partner deeply, but sex is just kind of boring or not turning you on, and not boosting your desire, not making you excited, not connecting you with each other. And so if you're at that point, if you have come to this point and you have admitted it, okay? Have you admitted it? You and your partner sat down and admitted this to each other. Sweetie, yes. Our sex life is not working. I know. What shall we do about it? I don't know. What do you think? You've admitted it, right? You need to make some change, okay? That is what you need to do. You need to make change. And a lot of people sit in the denial for very, 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 very long time. You do not have to do that, okay? When your sex life will ebb and flow in a long-term relationship. Sometimes it will be up high and great and wonderful and sexy and you just feel so great. And sometimes it will go low and be like, I don't really feel like having sex right now. And it may last for a little while. But you got to be connecting with each other in what's going on. I'm not really into it. I haven't been into it either. Do you realize we haven't had sex for a month? Yes, I do. Usually your partner does realize that. Do you realize that we haven't been intimate for a month? Do you realize that it's boring for me? Sometimes being super frank and direct feels like it could be harmful and hurtful, but it's better to be truthful and just lay it on the table. I'm bored. It's not working for me. I'm not getting wet enough to be penetrated, or I'm just not getting an erection because I'm not excited. Whatever it is, put it on the table. Be honest and frank and true with each other, okay? So you've decided our sex life's not working. We need to make a change, okay? So this is when you need to start to take some risks in your sexual relationship, in the sexual dimension, because the sexual energy is like another dimension, okay? And likely you don't relate to it like that, okay? You don't relate to it like another dimension. We're not really taught about it like this. And this is how I teach it, as another dimension, completely separate dimension from this reality that you're in, the going to work and doing your job, taking care of your kids if you have kids, taking care of the house, the dog, these practical things that keep you moving in reality, this physical reality. Sexual energy, sexual connection is in another dimension. So I want you to first understand that, okay? So hey honey, we have to take ourselves to another dimension. And likely you haven't learned a lot about what that means, how to do that, how you should feel, how you should get in there, how you should get into that dimension. I have lots of videos about this. around sexual energy. And, please go and take a look. A lot of information about what that's about, what that feels like. But today I'm going to talk about this risk that you have to take, because you have to enter into this other dimension. It's kind of like if you're dreaming, you're going into a dream, right? You're in another consciousness, you're doing something different, you're feeling something different, you're experiencing something else. Now, I look at dreams like another consciousness completely, and you can become completely conscious in those dreams and experience dreams in a very different kind of way. Experience dreams in a way that they give you information to help feed you in your everyday life. This is what I do. So what's happening in the sexual dimension is similar. It exists, but we're coming in and not really being really conscious of what this is all about, okay? And it becomes much more evident when you're with somebody for a long period of time. Why? Because in the beginning, when you meet somebody, the energy is very high and boiling and excited, and you connect with that person in the sexual energy realm because it's in you. It's part of your being. It's part of your body. It's part of your life force energy. And when you're attracted to somebody, it's very much at a high level boil. But over time, it starts to like simmer, right? And then sometimes it completely goes cold. And you wonder, what are we doing here? Like, we're kind of having sex. It's totally boring. But you have to now enter into this sexual dimension in a different kind of way. So you're going to take some risks here. You're going to take some risks to enter in. And this dimension requires you to really slow down, okay? And that means slow down the fear that you're never going to have good sex again. Slow down the blaming your partner. Slow down your body. Meditate. Calm yourself down. In order to get into the sexual dimension, you've got to be at a very nice, slow, calm, soft level. You have to feel like this and feel softer and relaxed. Actually, I'm going to go here right now. As I talk, I was very excited in the beginning, and now I'm going to talk in the sexual dimension. Here you are calmer. It's more relaxed. It's slower. You take in your partner in a different way. So the risk is allowing yourself to slow down, allowing yourself to go into this place where you start to feel your body. You really start to feel the different parts of your body in a very different way. You start to let your body lead you in the connection with your partner. You start to connect with them in other ways besides just the physical, okay? Just connecting through a physical sexual way is what happens in the beginning very intensely, and it does continue. Physical connection is important, but it's just one aspect of many different layers of the connection that you have in the sexual. So in order to enter into these other layers of the sexual dimension, emotional, spiritual, energetic, otherworldly, you need to slow down. And then you can start to take your partner in a different way. You can start to see them differently, okay? So maybe you want to focus on the sense of the sight. Just slow yourself right down and then look at your partner. Look at them like the sexual being that you married, the woman or the man that you, or the partner that you adore and love and that you created a life with, Open up your sense of smell. What do they smell like? What has kept you here about the smell of this person, Go into the sense of taste. Taste the air of the sensual. So it's really slowing down so your senses come alive, so that your body comes alive, so that you're not stuck up in your head here where it's like, oh, our sex life's not working. What's wrong with you? Why isn't it working? And I don't get it. And there's a lot of arguing, and there's upset, and we're in kind of this higher level of energy. We need to go down, relax. because that's how you enter into the sexual. Now, I have a lot of exercises that I offer people that work with me in order to get into that dimension, and I have some other videos maybe about that. Yes, about entering into the sexual dimension, I do. But there are techniques, there are tantric techniques, there are breathing techniques, there are embodiment techniques. You can look up these words and you can find different techniques if you want to do some research. Taking the risk means researching, looking for information, looking for ways that you could try that are going to be different. So this is the next thing, doing things differently. You have to throw out the old sex life, just like throw it out the door, goodbye, and you're going to start completely new, okay? And new means educating yourself, learning, feeling your body, connecting in a different way, in a different manner with your partner, okay? And both of you have to be on the same page here. Both of you have to be ready to do this. It's fun. This is fun. This is fun. I mean, people I work with, it takes a little bit of time to get themselves motivated to change, because at first they try some things and it's different. It's like, oh, it's so exciting and I love it, and we're getting along and having good sex, and then another week goes by and they get lazy and the old them pulls them back into the old habits, which may have been going on for 10, 15 years. So it takes that, okay, be conscious. I have to be conscious of this. I have to be conscious that I need change and I need to take risk. Okay, so this leads to your research, your getting more knowledge. You're here, obviously you want some more information. You can also hire somebody, get some information, some one-on-one help with somebody. And somebody like me, a sex coach or a sexual healer, sexual therapist, a sexual coach is really good to help you take what you have right now. What we do is we take the situation that you're in and we really look at it, we put it on the table and we say, okay, how can we then move forward in a way that's going to be really different for this couple, for you? And it's through the kind of desires that you have in the moment, through then dropping down into your body and slowing down and feeling your body again and feeling your partner in a different way, that you begin to reconnect in a way that's going to be, it's going to be something that you've never experienced before if you have not really thought about sex as another dimension. So we're going to teach you to move into this dimension into a way that's going to be very different than what you've done before. And I'm going to do my next video, so stay tuned for the next video for next week. I'm going to get into more detail about entering into the sexual dimension, some tips and exercises, some way that you can get into that sexual dimension for both the masculine and the feminine energy, because it's an energetic field. So stay tuned, come back next week, and we're going to talk about that. And if you, I also have an offering for you. I have created 10 stages of sexual exploration for couples. And this breaks down in a simple manner. It's not, doesn't fill in everything, but it's just sort of breaks down in a simple way the movement that couples go through in a long-term relationship through the 10 stages that they go through. And I've created 10 stages and the kind of things that happen on looking at each stage through the lenses of physical, emotional, energetic, spiritual, and otherworldly. Looking at through those 5 lenses, because you need to grow and change and take risks in each level, in each level or stage, in order to move to the next stage. Now, it's also not linear completely. People move around from place to place, but there's a certain amount of expansion that's required to really get yourself into the upper levels, the upper stages, if you want to go there. Most couples stay around the second, third stage, okay? I don't know what the percentage is on that, but based on the people that I have worked with, it's like 95% of people stay around the third, fourth. They work with me and we get moving up into the 4th, 5th stage. And then if you're really exploratory, you move up into the other levels, the other stages. It's an endless exploration. So I encourage you, get the 10 stages so you can just take a look for yourself. What is she talking about? What are these 10 stages? What do they entail? And what is there that I haven't done yet? Okay. Thank you very much for coming to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you again next week. I'm here every Thursday. Much lovemaking.